DeLille's Cellars is Woodinville, Washington. Woodinville, Washington is about 40 minutes outside of Seattle in a more rural area. Most of our grapes come from the Red Mountain area. One of our best wines is from a single vineyard. It's the second oldest vineyard in the state. It's called Harrison Hill, and it's from 42-year-old vines. Harrison Hill is one of those vineyards that I believe has its own terroir. We use the word terroir quite a bit, and it's my belief that terroir is not in every vineyard. I don't think we should be looking for it in every vineyard, but there are some vineyards every once in a while that really are kind of self-evident that they should be by themselves. When you go to blend other vineyards, other grapes from other sites, other parts of the state, it only brings diminishment into the wine. And Harrison Hill is one of those vineyards. When we first started making it in '94, I tried to blend every single vineyard and every grape that we had in the cellar. It might have made it richer or less tannic or something, but it always detracted from what I thought that character of that Harrison Hill was. And that's a character of kind of black cherries and leather, maybe some dried cherries and leather as well. I call Washington State region kind of a betweener state. And the reason why I do that is because we often talk about old world and new world. We talk about the old world, France, Italy, and so forth, as being wines that are cooler regions and therefore have more acidity, more hang time. But they also have their nemesis. They have rain, for example, in the fall, and other things. They have years that are too cool and don't ripen perfectly. Then we go to the New World, which certainly in California, Australia, South America, and they are regions where almost always ripeness is not a problem. But they may be at times a little bit too warm and don't retain their natural acidity. Washington State has the opportunity because we're much more northern latitude. We have very cool nights and we retain our natural acidity just like the old world. But we also always get full ripeness because we have an area that's kind of a high plains desert in a sense. It's a deficit irrigation. We never get any rain that amounts to anything in the fall. So we have these Indian falls that the grapes just take their time and ripen beautifully. Harrison Hill, the Cabernet, Old Vine Cabernet from that vineyard, usually comes in around Halloween, for example. So that's a real long hang time for us, very much like the old world. So we're kind of putting ourselves right in between those kind of regions. And I think it's a wonderful, wonderful place to be for a winemaker. I think that when I'm in the vineyards and it's October 20th and it's about 68, 70 degrees, sunny, and the grapes are almost perfectly there, not quite, maybe one more day, whatever. I think any winemaker in the world would be just a little bit envious of that position.